Welcome to Spotlight with Shonda Scott. We are at the lovely gallery Ethnic Notions in American Canyon in the Bay Area, here to interview a young lady who is starting her second career. She's a retired teacher from Oakland Public Schools, and now she's a co-author, or the author, of the new book that she started, The Cliff Dancer. It's a tell-all story and an adventure that's incredible that she's going to share today at her book signing. With me is Bettina Washington, Miss Betty also known as, in Oakland Public Schools, right?
Yes.
So just tell us, now at this time, what made you write this tell-all story at this point in your lifetime?
Okay. I wrote it because I have been witnessing so many women having relationships with married men, and the book is dedicated to any woman who would fall in love with a married man. I'm telling them to run, don't walk, because you're on sacred territory. And I think that we as parents should teach our girls and teach our sons not to have an affair with a married man.
So is the story about your path down that way and the lessons learned in the story?
Yes, it is, because I fell in love with a married man, and I had a relationship with him for over 3 years. And at the end of those 3 years, when he was going to make the wrong decision to be with me, I gave him up because I had a relationship with Christ, and I started to learn you can't straddle a fence, and I was wrong.
So what made you tell it now? Because you could have just kept that secret and just told it amongst your friends. What made you put it in a book to tell the story to the world?
He died in 2008, and when we were together, he wanted me to write the story. He said, Bet, write our story. And I said, Ivan, I'm not a writer. I can't do that. So when he died in 2008, I had written him a letter first, and I said, I'm ready, but he died. And so then I said, okay, I'll still do it.
So now you're going to have the book signing today. Yes. It's on Amazon. Yes, the book is now, yes. Right, .com. What can you tell us that you want the readers to take away from it, from today? Any reader that picks it up, young, old, whatever, what do you want them to take away other than even if they're not in a relationship with a married man, just what do you want to take away?
Well, so much. Basically, I don't think that women should sell themselves for money. My husband's a doctor of dental surgery, and our marriage ended way longer, but he gave me all his money, and I had all the clippings, but that's not a reason to stay in a marriage, and a lot of women do that. I mean, you sell your soul for the extra diamonds or the purse, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it all.
So you co-authored, you wrote it with the help of your daughter. Well, what was it like to share that experience with her? Did she know about the story before you wrote it, or did you unfold it as you wrote?
The reason I told her is because I have her story, which begins with strangers, which is finished. And I wanted to let her know why she was so different from her brothers and sisters. And it all happened because giving up Ivan, I had a chance to go to Europe, and I met her father.
Oh, wow.
So the next one it's all finished, called Strangers. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. You retired from Oakland Public Schools. There are teachers retiring, and sometimes people are fearful about the next step. They think it's like their life is over. What do you have as words of inspiration for someone who's at that point in their life?
Well, your life isn't over. If you have a good relationship with Christ, you know it isn't over until he calls you home. I substitute. I've been subbing for 14 years. Yeah. I stopped for 1 year and traveled all over the world. And then after that, now writing, and I've got 3 more. That's just as one. Strangers, another one has to do with comedy, and the last one, my journey into faith, going from being a tourist to a pilgrim.
Wow.
And if I live long enough, I'll keep trying to find something else. I have lots of stories.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm loving that you're going to share it. We're actually going to come in there and listen to your book reading and the debut of your book. So congratulations. You've totally inspired me. Absolutely.
As long as you're living, keep living.
Thank you.